Mac Buckley here with the UCCS Athletic Network. Here we have head coach Lynn Plett with the women's basketball team after a big win against Colorado Christian University. Coach really took it away in that fourth quarter there and had an awesome first quarter. Ended up scoring 22 points. Really had a great beginning and great ending to that game. What are your thoughts? What's your takeaway?
Yeah, I guess, and the important part too is the ending. And so I got to credit our players. They did some things consistently throughout the game. One is we had 21 offensive rebounds, and to their 4, and so that was probably as much of a reason why we ended up winning, because all the other categories were pretty similar, and we didn't shoot the ball very well from the perimeter, and so the beginning was good to start pretty well. And the ending was probably the most important thing, because they did a good job of coming back. They actually took the lead in the second half, and we were able to answer that and made some plays when we needed to down the stretch and got some things going. Got a little less conservative, I thought, at the end, and kind of pushed the ball up like we want to and got some easy baskets, and that kind of was the difference, I think, and as far as the spread at the end.
And Coach, we've talked a lot about that mental psyche playing a big part of that game there. First quarter really firing from the three-pointer, and then, had to take a different step at it, take a different approach in that second and third quarter, it seemed like. What are your thoughts, as far as the shooting percentage out there and trying to set up a different play for the girls to make it effective and successful to convert it into a basket?
Well, we struggled with their zone. We just were not fluid with it. And then we got into a little bit of a mindset where we're not pushing the ball up the floor anymore either because of the zone. And we started thinking, we got to do something against the zone, because we didn't have success against it on a regular basis. And that kind of messed with our heads more than anything else. But I think the other thing is, though, that we were able to, when we needed to, get some plays that we absolutely had to have at certain times of the game, and that was really the difference in the game. We got to work on that. Our zone offense has got to have some kinks in it that we got to iron out. But again, I think the other side of it is on the shooting. The question that you ask, we're a lot better shooters when we get the ball from the inside out. And so if we throw the ball inside and we kick it out, it's a lot better shot for our guards. They're a lot more comfortable. They set better. We're just not as good consistent shooters when we don't get the ball inside and then kick it out.
And then, Coach, just talking about the zone play, haven't played Colorado Christian as an opponent yet before, but, knowing that they're a conference opponent, knowing that, each team, whether they're playing a zone defense or man-on-man, having to adjust like that, and then them throwing a full-court press, does that change up any strategies that you're also putting out on the court there?
Well, it did unfortunately change the strategy on the court. It didn't change the strategy on the bench. And again, we allowed that to kind of get us into conservative mode. And we turn around, they're pressing us. We got to slowly get the ball up the court. No, we don't. We need to attack that, and we're still working on that. The ladies are getting better and better at trying to figure out my mindset, and I'm trying to get better at figuring out theirs as well. And so I think we're making progress still. Defense is still it's chaotic a little bit at times. Once in a while we make some great stops and do some good. We got, I think, at least 3 or 4 shot clock violations on them, or close to shot clock violations, and that's a credit to our defense. But then all of a sudden we'll give up a wide open easy shot the next time too. So if we can get more consistent with that, with our defense, I think we can even progress even more.
And Coach, just to add on to that, those rebounds were huge offensively and defensively. But, talking about that defensive play, it really seems like, when Mia Carter, Anna Schwecke, or even Brittany Hernandez, when they get a block, when Jen Vijo gets a steal, when something big happens on the defensive side, you guys convert that into offensive. How have you been able to do that? And, how have you been able to talk to the girls to do that in practice?
Well, you hit it on the head, Mac. It's if I could just say, okay, go get a steal, or go block a shot, and then we could run on that. That'd be great. But it doesn't work that way. But it is. You really hit the nail on the head from that standpoint. That when we get plays like that, whether it's a steal, whether it's a block shot, and we get a quick outlet, and we get to go up the court, and we're much more reactive toward transition and getting it up the court that in those situations. So we need to convert and consistently do that a little bit more, even when we get a defensive rebound, and attack the offense on that side too. So we're getting there.
Coach, staying with that defense-first mentality there, Mac Buckley here with the UCCS Athletic Network with head coach Lynn Plett of your UCCS women's basketball team, just getting a win against Colorado Christian University. Hey, Coach, thanks for the recap.